Hey guys, how's it going? So I'm at the movies on Friday. This Friday, I saw Dinner for Schmucks. It was pretty funny, ha ha ha. So while buying my ticket, I look at the very large display of the Expendables that we've all seen the poster, you know, of all the hardcore actors, you know, standing in a somewhat resemblance of a line. My theater had a gigantic cardboard cutout, a life-size cardboard cutouts, you know, of all the actors, you know, pretty much, you know, yay high, and they're standing on a little platform with the Expendables underneath. You get what I'm saying, yeah. And I noticed that there's a blank space in the middle of two of the actors, and one of the cardboard cutouts is missing. What actor? Dolph Lundgren. I nudged my dad, you know, yes, I went to the movies with my dad, get over it. My best friend is out of town, my girlfriend's out of town, sometimes you gotta resort to your papa. So, hey dad, someone stole Dolph Lundgren. I like to imagine that I live in an exciting town, so I assume that it was stolen. Dad, you know, went, huh? You know, my dad's 45, what else is he gonna say? I went, huh, you know? I found this very funny for two reasons. One, this is at the front of the theater, and it's a pretty big theater, and there, you know, it's right next to the box office, you know, where workers are gonna be. Someone ran up to that, stole one of the gigantic cardboard cutouts and ran out the front door, and just picturing that made me laugh. And another reason why I found it really funny, out of all the great actors displayed, they stole Dolph Lundgren. I chuckled away and bought my ticket. Now tonight is Monday. I went to a concert. This band from Boston, Massachusetts. You know, like I said, my best friend's out of town, my girlfriend's out of town. Of course I have other friends, but you know, whatever, I'm just gonna go to this concert. I woke up late. And I'd never been to this place before. It's not a bar or a concert hall, it's a house near downtown area of my town. Online on the band's MySpace, it said they were playing at Ghost House in Lincoln, Nebraska. I'm like, I live in Lincoln, Nebraska. What the heck is Ghost House? I searched forever for the directions of this place, but I couldn't find them. And finally, I resorted to my ex-girlfriend. And my ex-girlfriend plays in a band, and I assumed that, you know, if there was anything involving music in our town, she would know it. So I bit the bullet, and I texted my ex, and she gave me the address. Thank you, you hoe. I'm just kidding. So I traveled down to this house, you know, around 6 o'clock, the time that the MySpace page says the show started. I walk up on the porch, and there's this stoner dude smoking a joint, just sitting there. And I look at him like, am I supposed to give you money? And he's like, you can. And he's like, oh, that was stupid. Get inside. I'm like, all right. And I go in, this house is completely empty. I go down to the basement, you know, where I assumed the concert would be taking place, and I just see this one dude, and the dude comes up and introduces himself, explains that this is his house, but he gets bands to play here, and a bunch of people come over, and they just chillax and rock out. But he said that the show wasn't really going to start until like 7 or 8:30 or something, but he said we could hang out. And he's like, do you want to go to Chipotle? And I'm like, sure, all right. But no one else was there. It was just him and a couple other guys that lived there, but he was cool. I'm like, all right, let's chill. We go back to the, you know, living room area of the house, and it's a pretty rundown house. It's a little old house, and you know, there's writings all over the wall and everything. It's a party hut. And something I found on the wall really interests me. It was a life-size cardboard cutout of Dolph Lundgren. I'm like, dude, did you steal that from the Grand off the Expendables display? He's like, yeah, my friend did the other night. He's like, all you have to do in order to do something like that is have confidence. You got to give people seeing you the impression that you're supposed to have this cardboard cutout. I'm like, all right, that makes sense. And I just found it very funny that I happened to go out of all the houses in my town, Lincoln, Nebraska. I know it's in Nebraska, but it's a very large town. I happened to walk into the house of the people that stole it. Interesting. I don't know how to end this video. I still don't know how to end that video. I don't think that was worthy.